So how did you see the progress that you're hoping from day one to the next?
We threw a lot at the guys over the last 2 days and 3 practices, and I think the best part is that there's just continued enthusiasm and a continued hunger to learn. The effort has been great, the focus has been great. Obviously this is exciting to get to practice in the new facility, so I'm anticipating another good practice today.
You didn't get Robert the first one, but he was there yesterday. Just your early impressions of him?
He dunks with his elbows, which is a really positive thing. He's been really, really good, really focused. Picked up the points of emphasis that we had yesterday in practice really well. Seems very coachable. Like we said, you know, this is the beginning of a process for him and for our whole summer league team. So day one was good.
When you, not just Robert, just young guys in general, what are some of the early challenges to really kind of get them up to speed and understanding what, you know, this first taste of pro basketball life is like?
You know, we tried to tell the guys yesterday, the great players that I've been fortunate to be around or we've had in our program, they establish a daily routine and they stick to it through the ups and downs of a long season. We told them, like, the intensity of that routine might change. You know, some days they feel like they need to get a good hard workout in. Some days they're tired or coming off 4 and 5 and they're gonna do less. But the consistency of getting to the facility every day, getting your skill work in, getting your treatment in, getting your strength and conditioning in, that consistency is what we've seen has helped guys be successful.
You said you were excited to see Rob in person because you hadn't met him yet. How does his athleticism look different in a live practice environment as opposed to maybe what you saw on tape?
I mean, very similar to what I saw on tape.
Yeah.
I mean, he was volleyball spiking shots and catching the ball with his elbows. So, you know, he can make an impact at both ends of the floor when he plays with great effort. He has that length, that athleticism. I think he's a very unselfish player, so that's really, really important in our system.
And how do you guys plan to work him in terms of what his role will be on this particular team, not necessarily what he'll be doing in the regular season?
Yeah, his role is like everybody else on the team's role. You got to play defense, you got to play with multiple efforts, and you have to play unselfishly on offense. So understanding your own skill level, understanding your strengths and weaknesses as a player is something we emphasize during the season. Understanding your opponent's strengths and weaknesses is something we emphasize during the season. And like we said, Summer League, we try to mimic what we do during the season as best as we possibly can.
In terms considering the issues he had getting here, what kind of a conversation did you have with him?
I said, "Hi, Rob. I'm Jay. I'm going to be coaching the Summer League team. Welcome." That was it. We handle all that other stuff internally, but my job is to help him have as successful a Summer League as possible.
How was he fitting in after that? I mean, did he just step out there and take care of business?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's excited, right? Everyone's excited to get on the court. Everyone's excited to participate and compete, and anyone that's seen him play knows that he's excited to do those things as well.
Jay, has Jason Tatum continued to work without you guys, and is there anything you're seeing from him in ways he's kind of even grown since 6 weeks ago?
I mean, we saw a lot 6 weeks ago. Yeah, Jay's been around. You know, like we said, we like to have as many of our guys around as possible, just so the people that are participating in Summer League get a taste of what our culture's like, what our routines are like. And Jay's been really good. He's a great kid.
What kind of a role does he play with the younger guys in this situation?
Is he now considered an older guy?
Yeah.
He's a vet.
It's like I said to Mark, you know, there's certain non-negotiables that everyone is supposed to bring. You're supposed to play with multiple efforts on defense. You're supposed to play unselfishly on offense. I thought Jay demonstrated that during the season. That's one of the reasons he separated himself from some other young guys, is the composure, the poise that he played with, and that shines through every day. That's not something that just happens in the playoffs. That's again, the consistency is really an emphasis for us.
How does help side shot blocking fit into what you guys do on defense? Because we haven't really seen, you know, a premier shot blocking type of guy in your system in the last few years. So with a guy like Rob, just what's the kind of the line that he has to toe in terms of being able to switch and stay on guys on the perimeter, and then also try to help off and block shots?
Yeah, recognizing when your teammates are in trouble and you need to give that help, and what times that, no, that's a non-threatening drive or that's a non-threatening shot and I need to just stay home and get on the glass. You know, I thought Aaron and Al, Daniel Tice, although maybe they didn't have those highlight reel blocks that Robert has had in his career, they protected the rim as well as anybody in the league, and they did it with positioning, they did it with understanding, and that's really the area that we're trying to focus on with our whole summer league team, is understanding how important help side defense is.
Jay,
Yeah.
that sounds like instinct. How would you assess his instinct, or is that something
What
that's,
sounds like instinct?
you know, knowing when to stay home and, you know, what shot is dangerous or what shot needs to be going?
Yeah, I think some people maybe instinctively just know, and I've seen players or played with players that instinctively know when to help, know when not to, but that's our job as coaches, to make those habits instinctive. You know, we try and create as many situations, whether it's in drill work or in live action, to create those instincts, create those habits, and that's what we've tried to do over the last couple of days.
What do you see as Yabusele's kind of lane in the NBA, and what do you want to see from him in summer league, the way he's developed?
I've always told Gershon since he joined us that he reminds me a lot of Kelly Olynyk in just the way he's very skilled as a big guy that can play on the perimeter. He's an excellent passer, he's an excellent ball mover. So that's kind of a role model I've given for him. I think one of the things Kelly gave to us a lot was just ball movement. You know, just moving the ball, getting it to the second side, getting it to the third side. Gershon's really worked on his shooting, and I expect that he'll demonstrate that in the next couple weeks. But play defense, shoot when you're open, pass when you're not.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you,